Welcome to my channel to everyone who's new here and of course to those of you who are back again. Great to have you here. In this video we will take a look together at possible scenarios for the price development of Render, ONDO, SUI and HBAR. Things remain exciting, so make sure to watch until the end. And if you also want to trade as cheap as me, then I can recommend you the crypto exchange mexc, which has a similar trading volume to Bitget, OKX and Bybit, but as you can see I already highlighted you that the taker fees are far much lower than on the other top crypto exchanges. And on top of that, you can save another 20% on your low taker fees by using my referral link, which you can find in the video description. And also 100 pairs are tradable without any fees on mexc, and here you can see a huge list of popular altcoins which you can trade without any fees. So what about Render? In yesterday's video we have said, okay, Render looks good and we can get into 3 take profit areas where we have resistance. Yeah, the first one was here at the $4.53 and the other one was here at $4.57. So we went into those areas, so I can take out at least the price mark here. So what do I see now? I see now a rectangle, and if we break the $4.57 to the upside, then Render is going to get long, but I want to see a nice breakout here with a nice retest. I'm going into the retest, and then we can push up to $4.73. That's the target of that rectangle. Afterwards we have to see that's also a huge resistance, the $4.73 to $4.78. Yeah, we have seen whenever we got into that area, we sold off a lot, and it might be even possible that we get into that area. Oh, wrong one. So that we get into that area and we are just going to get a triple top pattern, which afterwards break to the downside and would be very bearish. So keep that in mind that this can happen. What if we don't break to the upside? What if we break to the downside? Yeah, that can also happen. Here the $4.43 are going to get very interesting. Here we also take the same target. Yeah, it's the spread of that rectangle. Put it to the downside, and the target is going to be the $4.27. But do I think that this is going to get our target, or will I say, okay, this can indicate a bearish reversal? And I would say yes, the chances are getting higher and higher that we get a bearish reversal. And here we also have the target. If we break the red trend line to the downside, I can take this one out, we got already there. So if we break the red trend line to the downside with a sustainable breakout, means I want to see a breakout candle and a retest afterwards. And we can also have 5 candles like this, for example, lower than that. Here was, for example, the retest, but the follow through failed, so we bought up. In the end of the day, if I see a nice setup here, it doesn't have to be selling off like this. I always prefer if we sell off a bit for 3 hours, but not in the flash crash, just a little bit, with a nice retest without any fair value gaps. Then I can jump into the trade more safe, and if I see a follow through, means we get a candle close lower than the push to the downside which we had in the first breakout, then stop loss to break even, and yeah, ride the wave to the downside. So this is my plan for Render, and I'm going to get surprised because I'm going to trade in both directions depending on where we get the breakout. So what about ONDO? ONDO didn't do anything. I can make our X short line, the 98 cents. I can make it white, so color white. In the end of the day, if we break the 98.5 cents to the upside, then it would be positive. But the first real breakout is here at the 99.6 cents. If we break to the upside, target $1.05 for ONDO. But if we break the 94.9 cents to the downside, then we take similar, the same length, put it to the breakout point. Target here would be the 90 cents. But also keep in mind, we also have here a possible double top pattern, which already broke to the downside, but the retest failed. If we get here the follow through down to 90 cents, then I think we can even drop down to 85 cents. So I would be careful with that. I would also keep that in mind. Here is also another red trend line, which I would use if we break it also to the downside to increase my position size. So first short trade would be here. If we afterwards break to the downside, increasement of the position size and ride the wave to the downside. So what about SUI? For SUI, I think it's getting close and close. Yeah, we are soon getting, in my view, a decision. If we break the $3, yeah, okay, I can't take this. If we break the $3.61 to the upside, which is this white trend line, then we can meet the $3.64 again. But it would be long to me once we break the $3.64 to the upside, at least into the area $3.72 to $3.74 for SUI. If we break to the downside, the $3.43 at the moment, then this here is a double top pattern. I can take here the length of the top to the bottom, put it here, and you can see we also have another support box. Target would be the $2.95, but I will consider taking profits earlier, starting from $3.07 for SUI. So I don't have anything to say about SUI anymore because we didn't do much. Yeah, we even got support here, so the $3.43 have to hold. If they don't, short. If the $3.64 breaks to the upside, long. And if we also break the $3.73 to the upside, then we can meet the top areas here again, which is this area here. And if we also break that to the upside, then we can even go up to $4 or even a bit more. Yeah, we have to see that what SUI is going to develop. So what about HBAR? I also have put here a trend line. We have to go into the 1 hour chart. Yeah, maybe we get a breakout soon. If we do, it's positive, might be even long, up to 19.3 cents. Yeah, it's not based on chart pattern. For sure, I can make it, for example, as a falling wedge, but I don't like to do it with this certain price development. So, in the end of the day, how would I do trades with HBAR? If we break here to the upside nicely, 18.96 cents, small long. If we afterwards get over 19.125, here's the price mark. If we get over it, then stop loss, break even, and just run the wave up. And then I would do it with HBAR like this. I will look into Bitcoin. If Bitcoin hits take profit areas, or the other coins, if they all hit my take profits, then I'm also going to take profits with HBAR. So what if we break to the downside? The 18.6 cents are going to get very interesting, because if we lose that support, then I think HBAR is short down to 17.9 cents, where we also have a fair value gap. I have put you also a circle here. And if we break this also to the downside, then HBAR is going to have some issues, but I doubt that we are going to meet a new low for HBAR. I think we will get a nice higher low on the bigger chart, and we can look for far higher prices, but we have to see some breakouts. Yes, so I hope that I gave you some valuable information, and I hope you get maximum gains in your trades. We see each other tomorrow.